Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to today's hashtag Spill the Beans. If you've never seen me before, I'm Tara Prila. I'm your resident white-facing, biracial, multi-passionate, I almost said opera singer. That was weird. Multi-passionate musician. And I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Today, I'm actually going to talk about one of the nuggets that came out of the Vocally Courageous room this morning. There's so much else I could talk about. I could talk about the chicks. I could talk about some of the other things I've seen going across the internet. But I think that this message is needed to be shared with more than just the room today. I think we all need to hear it. So it's going to be a short one. Your girl is tired. This is why I've not been here earlier today. And she still has a headache. So it's going to be short, but I need you to hear this. Okay, so if you don't know what Vocally Courageous is, it is a Clubhouse room, which is an all audio-based social media app that happens on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in there, we talk about a lot of things, but mostly pertaining to the mental, physical, emotional health in order to fearlessly release your voice in whatever medium or genre that you want to. So that means writing, speaking, singing, all of those ways. But essentially we're checking in with each other. And so this morning's was about the end of summer transition to fall and, seeing how we're all doing with that. And we always go everywhere. I mean, just everywhere from social justice, race to, singing questions about high notes, but it's such a valuable space. But one thing that came off of Selena and I flowing together this morning was no one is alone. You are not alone. You're just not. And I have noticed this. The reason that we riffed on it for a while was I have noticed this conversation coming up in my DMs an awful lot as I talk about various things over the last few weeks. And just people saying, I don't feel like anybody else is talking about this, blah, 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 blah. And I want to remind you that there are other people having the conversations that you're having. And there are other people having the thoughts that you're having. The part that gets missed is the courage to share those thoughts, whether that is one-on-one with someone or posting to social media or having a group, meet or whatever. But it's about having the conversation, being brave enough to have the conversation, becoming uncomfortable enough to change. Like inevitably, uncomfortableness is going to happen, but it's about having the conversation and pushing the damn button anyway. You know what I mean? If we don't start having these conversations one-on-one, if we don't start practicing having these conversations in front of people, those things that we think are whispers that nobody else is talking about or people are talking about, backstage, they're never going to become the roar that they need to be to change the world, to change the industry, to end racism, to end transphobia, to end white supremacy, to end capitalism, to end the suffering of all people, to, this is the base. This is the base of community, which ideally is going to be the thing that saves us or removes white supremacy. Is building community. Trust that you are not alone. Trust that conversation you want to have, at least one other person is having. So anyway, that's just the memo that I wanted to bring to you all today and do a little hashtag ad for Vocally Courageous on Saturdays. It's a wonderful space and just a reminder that if you're having the thought, somebody else is too. You're not alone. You're not alone. Don't be afraid to have the conversation. Continue to be anti-racist. Be safe. Make good trouble. Do good work. I love y'all hardcore. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.